Good morning. I'm happy to tell you the story of Face Rock. It's a legend from the Coquille Indian Tribe on the southern coast of Oregon. So potlatches were big parties that the tribes gave to honor each other. And a potlatch, which is still practiced today, has 3 rules. And every child in the tribe learns these rules. We teach them at Head Start, at our Indian camps. So the first rule is every guest must be greeted. And elders are greeted first. Every guest must be served food, and there's always lots of food at a potlatch. And finally, everyone receives a gift. So many of us spend lots of the winter months making dentalia necklaces, and we gift them to people at our potlatches. And so these were all gifted to me at different occasions. So the story of Face Rock, the legend, is that the 4 coastal chiefs, the chiefs from the Rogue tribe, the Sixes tribe, the Coos tribe, and the Coquille tribe, got together because their brother from the mountains was coming, and they wanted to throw a big party for him, a huge potlatch. The chief from the mountains was Siskiyou. Now, the Siskiyou Mountains are named for him. Our chiefs are named after the rivers where the people lived. The Rogue people lived on the Rogue River, the Sixes people lived on the Sixes River, the Coos people lived on the Coos River, and the Coquille people lived on the Coquille River. In order to make the best feast possible, the chiefs got together and divided up the work. Siskiyou would arrive at the Chinook moon. The Rogue people brought elk, roasted elk, lots of elk meat, 10 elks. The Sixes people brought deer, at least 30 deer and their pelts, all ready for roasting. The Coos people brought salmon, all ready for the fire. And the Coquille people provided oysters, clams, mussels, shrimp, all the shellfish of the shores. And all the people gathered together, the women to gossip, do cooking, pick berries, the children to play and run and laugh and have a holiday, and the men to talk policies, politics, hunting. Finally, the Chinook moon came, and Chief Siskiyou arrived with all of his people. But right beside him was his beautiful daughter, Iwana. And she carried with her her little dog, Comax, and a basket of 7 kittens. And the kittens were a great curiosity. She'd gotten them from a trapper, a Montreal trapper. No one had seen kittens before, and everyone wanted to play with the kittens. Well, after everyone was greeted, the feasting began, and there was food, and the children ran, and the fires blazed, and the stories were told, and everyone ate and drank and ate and drank and ate and drank until long past midnight. Now, the people of the mountains, some of them had never seen the ocean. They were not used to the shores. And so all of the mothers warned their children not to go near the ocean. The ocean, they told them, has a great sea monster living within it, Siatka. And if you swim out too far, Siatka will capture you. And he captures you by making you look right into his eyes, and then you're his forever. And the children were frightened, and they promised not to go near the water, and everyone went to sleep. But in the early morning, Iwana heard the call of the ocean. The fog was saying, come play with me. Iwana was curious. She didn't think it would hurt just to get her toes wet. So she picked up her dog, Comax, and a basket of kittens, and walked quietly down to the ocean. And she giggled when she put her toes in the cold water and ran in and out of the water for quite a while. And then she got bored and she decided to go further in the ocean, and soon she was up to her waist, and soon she was swimming. And she was swimming and swimming, and Siatka kept calling her closer, closer. And eventually, people in the camp woke up and they called to her, Ioana, come back, come back, come back. But she kept swimming and swimming, and Siatka kept calling her, come, come, come. And finally, he snatched her up. And he tried to get her to look at her, but she refused. She said, I will only look at the setting moon. And she put her head up to the sky and looked only at the moon. And so, in his fury, Siatka froze her into that position. And he flung her kittens out to sea, and he flung the dog to the other side. And all of them, Ioana, the dog, the kittens, turned to stone. And if you go visit Base Rock in Bandon, Oregon, you will see Ioana still gazing at the moon with her kittens and puppies around her.